Why do you all think I'm such a fool? Why do you all look at me like that? Do you think I'm a joke? Even you, Mom? Dad? Are you ashamed of me? Can't you all understand what I'm going through? I can't let go of what Dave did to me. And now my entire life is being snatched away from me, and that's just not fair. It's not. I cannot leave this world without letting go of Dave. Why is it so hard to forgive and forget? Why is it so hard? Kabir, did anyone you hurt ever forgive you for it? What did you say to them? And how does it feel to be forgiven?
No, the truth is, it was just the hardest thing. I needed to apologize, to go back and confess to what I had done to so many girls. Confess. Actually, there wasn't much confessing to be done because they all knew exactly how I treated them. But I needed to apologize. And it was so hard because I was just so afraid to go. But I went. I called, I wrote letters, I did everything that I could to try and express how deeply I really regret hurting them.
And what did they say to you?
What did they say? Seema, you have to understand that it's not easy to forgive. And I know that they found it hard. Yes, there were some people who I did hurt, and they managed to forget about it and move on with their lives. And I was so happy for them. But there were some who were just too bitter to forget. You know, they mocked me, they insulted me, they said things about me. Some of them didn't even want to talk to me or look at my face. I mean, it hurt me. But I guess it was necessary. You know, but through all of this, I've come to realize something. In life, everybody needs to forgive at some point of time. And at some point, everyone needs forgiveness. And I know that in my case, both of these were true. I'm just glad that I had the opportunity to set things right with all those who had wronged me and all those who I had wronged. See, I don't want to leave this world with the burden of unforgiveness. It's just a pity that I couldn't get everyone to forgive me. But at least I tried. And I know that that's what matters. What about you? Do you know what it feels like to be forgiven? And do you know how to forgive? The Bible talks about an incident where an ill-reputed woman was caught in the act of adultery. She was dragged into the streets by a raging mob. Yes, she was a sinner. She was guilty. She had messed up her life. And as per the laws of the land, people were getting ready to stone her till death. And just then, out of that furious mob, a few men from the community asked Jesus a question. They asked him his opinion on how he felt the woman should be punished. Now Jesus looks at them square in the face and bowls them an excellent googly. He says, if there's anyone among you who has never sinned before, let him be the first to cast the stone." Saying this, he bent down and started to write something on the ground. By the time he stood up, the entire mob had dropped their stones and walked away. So Jesus turned to that woman and said, "There's no one left who condemns you. Neither do I. Your sins have been forgiven you and you're free to go. Don't sin anymore." Now, isn't that just fitting for God to say to his people? Can you imagine if that day you were that woman? How glad would you be that not only is our God great and powerful, but he's also full of mercy and compassion. And as that woman who had just been rescued from that mob and walked away with a fresh start to her life, I can imagine angels being sent from heaven to lift her spirits and guide her to the new life that lay before her.
Give up. It's just the weight of the world. When your heart's heavy, I will lift it for you. Don't give up, because you want to be heard. If silence keeps you, I will break it for you. Everybody wants to be understood. Well, I can hear you. Everybody wants to be loved. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? I have to know. Jesus, here I am, your favorite one. What are you thinking? What are you feeling? I have to know. For I am after your heart. I'm after your heart. I'm after you. I'm after your heart. I'm after your heart. I'm after you.